Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 3991 Alta Mesa Drive in Studio City, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line for Kenny Jackson and Deborah Rosen. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I am going to be performing today's examination from these two clean-out accesses that have been extended out underneath the front deck here. As you come out of the front door and down the front steps, you look down to the left, you'll see these two clean-outs sticking out from underneath the deck. Now the forward one, or the one to our right, is going to drop us in and push us back towards the house. We'll go ahead and drop in there first. Take a look at that short section real quick. And basically we're looking at a couple of feet of newer plastic where these cleanouts are put in, and we're at a section of original clay piping here back towards the structure. We've got some pretty good root intrusion occurring here. It looks like these roots have caused some damage along the top of that joint. It's a little hard to see with those roots in there, but I can see that bright orange color, and that usually is a crack or some sort of damage in the pipe. As you get a little bit closer to it, you can kind of see it follows around. Not a significant issue, but certainly something worth addressing here when you start adding up everything else we're going to see. Alright, so a few feet back, we then run up into the cast iron building drain. That's as far as my camera will go. So we'll pull the camera back out, drop into the other cleanout, push out under the front yard, and out to the public sewer here underneath the street. So kind of an unusual setup, but it does work. It's just like a two-way access because of the deck. It didn't have a straight access. There's the other opening. We just came in from the other side, and then again we're changing right back to the original vitrified clay piping. Now we're seeing quite a bit of root intrusion in this line. Some of it does appear to be isolated to our joint areas, like we're seeing here. Get past that, we're going to turn to the left. Now the root intrusions at the joint areas of these older clay pipes is a pretty common situation. Normally we are suggesting that these roots can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings, but when they're left unmaintained for extended periods, they can create blockages in a system. It can also damage these joints. Now here we have another area just beyond this joint where we see the roots where the pipe is cracked again. Again, you see that bright orange color. We're heading across the front yard. It looks like about a 45-degree angle. We're going to drop down vertically behind the wall there, just by the parking area, and that's where this is right here. Rinse the camera off a little bit. And again, you see a bright orange color there along the top of this fitting. So it looks like this fitting is cracked as well. This is a common place for these lines to be damaged, is at the top of these vertical drops. Clay piping is very heavy. It has a tendency to cause damage to the pipe. Just trying to get it to turn downward here. Alright, so we're dropping straight down. Dropping down a couple of feet here, and then we're leveling off. And this elbow that makes this turn to level off has got a pretty good offset at that connection. Let's see, we're going to have a tough time. There we go. Camera over it. Right, so now we're kind of running straight out away from the wall into the parking area. And we're going to jog. We're going to make a quick turn to the right and then straight back to the left. A lot of turns in this line. There's our left turn. Straight back to the right again. Just jogged over for whatever reason. right here at about 26 feet. You see we've got a pretty good offset here where this joint is connected. Typically when we see an offset of this much, more than about a half inch or so, that does mean that joint's broken. So there's a good chance that that's broken there. As we continue on to the next one, we see more of the same. Pretty significant offsets as we make a turn back to the right. You can see that probably as much as an inch or so. And then as we make this turn, we get up kind of close to it here. You can see that break kind of coming from the top right of the screen down towards the middle. Another pretty good crack in that area there. Quite a bit of stress on this older clay pipe. Now the clay pipes themselves, they did have a long service life as far as the material goes because it is a natural material and it's less likely to deteriorate underground, but they do have that higher potential for damage during seismic activity, earthquakes, other types of earth movements, and also those roots can cause problems with the line. To get around that turn here, we're increasing in diameter from our 4-inch to a 6-inch clay pipe. A lot of turns in this line. It's tough to push this camera. There should be cleanouts after every 135 degrees of turn. So the system of this configuration really should have extra access. It's very difficult to maintain a system that has as many bends in it. We've got more roots here in the 6-inch clay pipe. This is running out into the street. And they're making it kind of tough to see. It does look like there's some separation occurring here. These two joints. But as you see here, we're coming up on quite a bit of roots. And basically this is coming right into our public connection here. All these roots, I can't really see the condition of that area. But with all these turns, it's going to be real hard to get this thing cleaned out. With all the cracked areas, significantly offset joints, all those several, 4 or 5 different conditions within that first 25 or so feet of that 4-inch pipe, I'm going to suggest that it'd be a good idea to consider this line for replacement. There's just a lot going on. It's going to get worse as time goes on. Not any real advantage to maintaining, cleaning it, monitoring it. I do believe that at some point here in the near future, this one would really want to be replaced, at least out to the edge of the street there. But this connection here really does need to be seen better. So I would definitely recommend to attempt some sort of a cleaning here and perform a follow-up examination, see if we can get as much of this debris and root intrusion out of here as we can so we can see it better. We just want to make sure there's nothing significantly broken or damaged under the street, because that can be quite a bit more costly to repair. So that's going to be the recommendation here, is definitely consider the 4-inch piping here running under the yard, dropping down behind that wall and into the parking area for upgrades, and then get this area cleaned out and take a second look at it. Alright, so with that I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to the written report for the description of the final findings and recommendations, including any maintenance recommendations. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.